So Elise owners are weird but the coolest people on earth. I really enjoy the community, and I feel it's like a small family, because the Lotus community is not that big and everybody somehow knows each other. And the best part of all this is when we do these big meetings and everybody gets together. It's really nice. Yeah, the other thing is that I think Lotus owners are real drivers and enthusiasts, because you have to love this kind of driving. So it's difficult to generalize for this question, but meeting a lot of Elise owners, I can say that usually they are super kind and friendly, and really car enthusiasts, and not snob. And yes, I enjoy so much this part of the community. And the Elise is a special car. Not everybody likes it, but I think that the people they really know what is special about it. Because for us, it's all about driving, and therefore Lotus says for the drivers. So what is my job? I am an architect, and I spent the last year working on schools, and I organize road trips with delightful driving. The scariest moment I had in Ellie. So the scariest moment I had with my Elise was probably the time that I was in Berlin, and I had stopped the car to close the gate. I went out of the car, and of course I pulled the handbrake, but not enough. And so when I went to close the gate, I saw with the edge of my eye that the Elise started moving, and there was a ramp and then the main street. So I ran back to the Elise, and I had to pull the handbrake until the end. And it was really, really scary, because it was almost on the street. So from that moment now I remember to be careful. If I wouldn't be who I am, I don't know how my life would be. I mean, many people ask me if I would like cars, and the thing is, I cannot tell. I know that my grandfather did everything possible to pass me on his passion about cars, and I have a lot of pictures when I was little that I was playing with cars, and I had a ride-on car to use and everything. And so I think I would be passionate about cars anyway, but this bond with the Elise is something else that I cannot explain. No, it was a ride-on toy that I had in England to train my driving skills. And I used to drive all day with my little brother in the garden, because I didn't want to go to kindergarten, because my English was so bad at the time. And so I started driving quite soon, but then I had to wait a lot to drive the Elise. How fast you have driven? With Elise, not so fast. So for the Alpha 4C, I organized 2 years ago a test drive, but unfortunately at the end I couldn't get the car because it was already booked out. And then I haven't asked Alfa anymore for the car, but it would be interesting actually to see the difference from the Alfa 4C to the modern Elise. And the Alpine A110, yes, we have one here in the back in the garage of Delightful Driving, and I have to say I really like the car. I've seen it the first time at the Geneva Motor Show, and I thought this car actually looks cool because it has some common similarities with the Elise and with the Lotus Spirit. I mean, lightweight car, and it's really comfortable to drive. It's a car that it's easy to use, but makes also a lot of fun, and that's what I like, because you could use it as a daily without problem, but it's also a really sporty car, and if you know how to use the shift pedals, it makes a lot of fun. So the two main issues that I had with the Alpine were that I think the visibility it's not that great because of the roof. I mean, of course I'm used to drive with Elise, and I always drive with the rooftop open, but also because now with the cars they have really big pillars on the sides, and when I go into the corner I don't see for 1 second anything. I just see black. And the second thing was that the Alpine, it's not as noisy as I wish it would be. There are a lot of cars that I like, and I would really love to test drive. As I said before, I like the Alpine A110, the modern and the also old one. And talking about shape, I think I really like the Miura. And I also like the classical boxy cars like the BMW E30 or E21 and the classical Mini. Would I trade my Elise for a different car? No, I would never. I mean, it's as you will ask me if I want to swap my sister with another person.